So Susan is water woman, carrier of the sacred water, and I am Kumshka, carrier of the sacred fire. So,
completely a surprise.
yeah.
You, Tom, I think you met White Eagle?
Yes, I know, yeah.
Yeah, was it? And he lives up the road from me, so we're neighbors.
Yeah.
So we have fun together.
So he did a workshop in Glasgow when he was over 2 years ago. And Tom came along to that, so he initiated us all in the workshop into the Raven clan.
Raven clan.
So Tom and I are Raven brothers.
Cool. It's all metaphorical. You know, what I always like to say is that whether it's the Celtic tradition or North American or Tibetan, we feel the same energies and then we interpret it through a cultural filter.
Mm-hmm.
We were doing, at the American Society of Dosers, we were standing in the medicine wheel as the guardians of the directions, which for White Eagle, and it's kind of a metaphorical sort of thing. And I've done that form before, and you stand there, and it's always seemed symbolic. But in this case, there were energies trying to creep out. So we were running around in backstage, chasing these things, and I felt the energy. And I can't tell you what it felt like, but Graham felt the energy, and you said it was like a troll.
Yeah, it was a troll kind of energy. Yeah.
But like I never would have said that because we don't have trolls in North America.
Mm.
So it's a cultural interpretation. So whether it's a leprechaun or a troll or a green man or, you know, whatever it is, we take our experience of energy and interpret it. And one interpretation is as valid as any other.
Okay, so I'm also a member of the American, British and Canadian Societies. I served as president of the British Society for 6 years, stood down last September. I served 2 terms. I'm a professional member, registered tutor, and an honorary life member. And I got into dowsing in the 1980s. I was reading all these New Age books like John Michel's The View Over Atlantis, Janet and Colin Board, Mysterious Britain, these kind of things. So I was getting into the whole Earth mystery scene. Didn't do much about it really until I read a couple of books on dowsing, one of which was Guy Underwood's book, The Pattern of the Past, and the one that really inspired me was Tom Graves' book, Needles of Stone. And that really tied together a lot of threads for me because he was talking about stone circles and the whole megalithic culture in Britain being a form of weather control, and you know, we're getting into invisible energy of ley lines and all that sort of stuff. So I went and made myself a pair of dowsing rods from coat hangers and got on my bike and cycled out into the country and proved to myself that I was finding water by dowsing around the well and following it to see where it went. Didn't do much about it because I didn't see there being much of a career in being a water dowser in Scotland. So
I'm a water doser in North America.
Yeah. I do some, but it's it's not a big calling here. So I went. My main job was in theatre. I was an electrician and lighting designer in theatre, production manager. I still do this, although I seem to be semi-retired this year because I've been getting more dowsing than theatre work. So we're in a transitional phase. And in 1999, when we had the solar eclipse down in Cornwall, I decided there was some friends of mine who were doing a camp there, and it was a geomancy-themed camp. So we decided to go down for that, because it combined 2 things that I really wanted to see, the solar eclipse and more dowsing stuff. And I met a lot of guys from the BSD there, and we did some earth energy dowsing, and I found out I was quite good at it. So joined the BSD, the next year Sig Lonergan and Patrick McManaway were running a year-long geomancy course in Glastonbury. It was about 10 or 11 weekends, I think, long weekends. So I signed up for that, joined the BSD. After the course finished, the students who were on it formed the geomancy group, so we could continue our training. We got our own teachers in and stuff. It was about 20 of us then. We're down to about maybe 14, 15 members now. We've had a few new people come in since then. So I got co-opted as a trustee in 2003 onto the council, and 5 years after that I was elected president. So yeah, dowsing really does change your life. Doors open, as if by magic. Because it is magic.